staying with India, and it has withdrawn a key trade facility for Bangladesh. India has announced that it will end transit access for Bangladeshi exports to third countries via Indian land routes. According to analysts, this move could disrupt Bangladesh's exports to Nepal, Bhutan and Myanmar. However, the Indian Foreign Ministry spokesperson denied any such claims. Let's listen in to the spokesperson of the Ministry of External Affairs of India.
Bangladesh on the transshipment. This was a facility that was extended to Bangladesh in 2020. The transshipment facility extended to Bangladesh had over a period of time resulted in significant congestion at our airports and ports. Logistical delays and higher costs were hindering our own exports and creating backlogs. The facility therefore has been withdrawn with effect from 8th April 2025. And let me clarify here, I saw some reports. These measures do not impact Bangladesh's exports to Nepal and Bhutan.
India's Customs Department have revoked a 2020 order that allowed counter-Asia shipments through land customs stations. Officials say delays are higher costs were affecting India's own exports. The decision comes as Bangladesh's interim leader Mohammad Yunus, during his recent visit to China, said Dhaka is the only guardian of the ocean for landlocked northeast India. India is one of Bangladesh's top trading partners. Economists warn that India's action may breach WTO rules that guarantee freedom of transit for landlocked countries. This move could also undermine the prospects for stronger ties between the two countries. Moving on, and Foreign Minister Prince Faisal bin Farhan met with US Secretary of State Marco Rubio at the State Department, and the two called on the Sudanese army and paramilitary forces to resume peace talks. The diplomats agreed that the Sudanese armed forces and rapid support forces must protect civilians, open humanitarian corridors and return to civilian governance. The call came after the Sudanese army said last week it had retaken full control of the capital Khartoum after weeks of attacks by the paramilitary groups. The RSF has been battling the army since April 2023, and the war has created what the United Nations describes as the world's worst hunger and displacement crisis. Meanwhile, Trump said last month he may visit Saudi Arabia in a reprisal of 2017, when the oil-rich conservative kingdom was the first destination of his first term in office. Thousands of Argentinians took to the streets in a major anti-austerity protest, setting the stage for a 24-hour general strike. The strike, Argentina's third under President Javier Milei's 16-month tenure, comes as his government awaits news of a new loan agreement with the International Monetary Fund. The demonstration in Buenos Aires was peaceful, but underscored growing frustration with Milei's sweeping budget cuts. The president, known for his dramatic campaign stunt of wielding a live chainsaw to symbolise deep spending cuts, has aggressively followed through, eliminating subsidies, cutting government jobs and shutting down entire departments. According to analysts, while these measures have helped control inflation and secured Argentina's first budget surplus in over a decade, they've also pushed the country into recession and left millions struggling, though recent data suggests some improvement. Union leader Hector Dyer warned that the impact of austerity on vulnerable communities is far greater than inflation numbers suggest. The strike is expected to bring much of the country to a standstill, halting train and air travel while closing schools and banks. State-owned airline Air Alliance Argentinas, which Milei has pledged to privatise, cancelled 258 flights, disrupting travel for almost 20,000 passengers. However, bus services will continue to operate.
No tengo dudas que tanto Argentina como Paraguay serán un ejemplo para toda Sudamérica, hacia adentro dando una batalla eterna contra el Estado omnipresente y indefensificado, y hacia afuera a través de la cooperación pacífica y el comercio. No hay fórmulas extravagantes, sino la convicción de que la libertad es el único camino posible. Por eso veo con esperanza un futuro de colaboración entre nuestras naciones.
Papua New Guinea is lifting a 3-year ban on forest carbon credit schemes, opening up its vast rainforests to global carbon offset projects. The country's climate minister announced the move on Thursday, citing new regulations and safeguards to manage the carbon market. With some of the world's most biodiverse rainforests, Papua New Guinea aims to become a key player in international carbon markets. However, the carbon credit market has been controversial, with concerns over mismanagement and exploitation by foreign companies. Despite this, the government is confident that the new regulations will ensure the protection of its forests and support global emission reduction efforts. That is all we have time for, but we will continue to bring you more of the latest international news.